question before we got underway. We have got 53 massive laps coming. And what a fantastic field. Pace car is pulling in. The Graham Pascoe 53 lapper here at Hi-Tec Oils Toowoomba Speedway. Jared Ash is about to get underway.
And we're green. Hallie brings your front row as they fan out across the track with 53 laps on the counter. Down the back straight away for the first time into turns 3 and 4. Bergmeyer upstairs trying to make his way through to position number 3 now. Berkeley following on the outside. And a great battle all the way through the field with 3 wide further back. And boy, oh boy, we are in for a fun one. We 2 down, 51 to go this time by Kai.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, look out, trouble in turn number 4. I think that is Randall maybe. Spud on the inside of turn number 4. Did he have help? We don't know. But we go caution on lap number 2. Joel Berkeley's just behind. Let's get into to a groove. There's a bit of contact with Crims and Berkeley off the race start, but we are back underway with 50 and a half laps to go.
Yeah, Darren Kane caught up in that initial start as well. There you go, Berkeley to the outside. Hayden Rims back on the bottom. Fantastic stuff here in the Super Sedans. Bergmeyer down low. Joel Berkeley up to P3. Rob Hamilton on the bottom. Here comes Ty Atkins through the middle. Harper trying to buy in as well as Zach Pascoe and his dad Matt on the outside. Brock Atkins looking racy as well as Wilson and Kane fighting further back. But look at this battle for the lead. Joel Berkeley diamond back to the bottom to go underneath of Michael Harlan. He might to the lead. Joel Berkeley, your Australian champion, might be the best car on the racetrack at the moment, Kai.
At the moment, but there's a long way to go. We got 48 in fact as Bergmeyer looks back to the outside. Halley's still there. Then it's back to Rob Hamilton, Todd Atkins, Rims on his outside, and the 22 of Harper trying to keep it tough on the bottom there. 3 wide further back in the pack. There's your race leader, Joel Berkeley, and there is that fearsome pack. It's a whole back half of the top 10 as next time by we'll have 46 laps to go, and there's contact on the back stretch with cars and the concrete. They keep it together. They stay 3 wide. It's awesome stuff.
Seriously, where do you look right now? Have a look at this. Further back in the field, Matt Pascoe sweeping the top line. Hayden brings a little bobble that time and is falling through the field. Holy smokes, look at Todd Atkins now charged to the front. This battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. There's Todd Atkins, rips around the outside. Look at Todd Atkins, straight through the middle of the racetrack with 3 wide for 2nd. Atkins goes through to 2nd and Bergmeyer drops back to 3rd.
Bergie will try back on the inside on the way into turns 1 and 2. They're 4 wide on the diagonal on the entry there. They're 4 wide for 4th position. It's Halley, Zach Pascoe. Here comes Matty Pascoe. Callum Harper's on the inside. Look at this. 3 wide again in turn 3. Zach Pascoe around the outside of Harper, and Matty Pascoe's going to follow him. And in fact, shake and bake around the outside. Matty Pascoe tries.
Matt Pascoe putting on a show on the top side of the racetrack. Berkeley still your leader, back to Todd Atkins. Bergmeyer 3rd, Matt Pascoe up to 4th. He might be the quickest car on the racetrack right now. Zach Pascoe 5th, Callum Harper on the bottom of 6th. Then it's Uncle Rob, and look out, Matt Pascoe up to P3. Meanwhile, Joel Berkeley, you better get your skates on because you've got company in the form of Todd Atkins.
Yeah, Toddy Atkins, he has really come into form over the last month or so.
Atkins on the backside of the top 10, the top 3 are closing up, and they're not too far away from traffic, thankfully. The first 2 cars they'll hit her on the bottom, but how's this pack in the middle? You don't know where to look. The top 3 getting very close to this battle pack in the middle. It's fantastic, Kai.
It certainly is. There they are on screen. Gee whiz, that's from about 9th position back. Brock Atkins, Harper, the 29, the 99 of O'Brien, the 12 of Bush. But out front, Joel Berkeley, Todd Atkins, and here comes Matty Pascoe. Berkeley off the throttle. Atkins to the inside. He knows he's there. This is going to get spicy out in front with 34 and a half laps to go
Down the back straight away. Berkeley has just gone back to the top side of the racetrack. Matt Pascoe back to the inside. Tries to slide up on Todd Atkins. A little bit of contact that time. That's just allowed Berkeley to skip away. There's deep inland traffic with 34 to run. Todd Atkins back around the outside of Matt. And meanwhile, they've skipped away from 4th to 5th as we go yellow. Tyson Moon parked in turn 3.
Atkins looking okay, and a fantastic jump on the bottom. Will look very early to the inside of Berkeley, who had a little smoke moment there on the outside. I think that was just him getting into the gas. He keeps up top, and here comes Matty Pascoe. Atkins outside, and then jumps Zachy Pascoe with Theron 3 wide for second.
Fantastic battle here. Pascoe tries to squeeze up. Todd Atkins, Zach Pascoe buying in now. We've still got a full feature race to go. Busy through the field as well. But your front 3 or 4 cars have skipped away a little bit. Berkeley back to Todd Atkins, who's as close as he's been. Todd Atkins slides, Joel for the lead. Todd Atkins slides, Joel Berkeley, but Berkeley rims back around the outside. Now Matt Pascoe comes back in the battle. Great stuff for the Super Sedans GP53 as we go yellow.
Harper.
Here comes the restart. Berkeley fires from the bottom this time. Looks good down there as well. Goes straight back to the top in turns 1 and 2. Look at the fade across the nose from Todd Atkins. And Zach Pascoe now passes Dad for position number 3. Trent Wilson started outside the top 10. He's up to position number 4. Looking to the inside in this great battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th right now. But Todd Atkins right there with your leader. Goes to the bottom of the battle for the lead, Kai.
It is on. Atkins inside, Berkeley outside. Berkeley gets a run down the front stretch. This time there's 31 to go. They've got a little bit of air back to 3rd and 4th, which is Matt and Zach Pascoe. Is further back there, 3 wide for the Miners, but up front, Atkins now moves upstairs and will try and do better than Berkeley on his own line at the moment.
Berkeley under pressure from Todd Atkins. Atkins just checks the brake, settles the car on the bottom. Watch him try and drive underneath. Here comes Todd Atkins. Can't quite clear him that time. But a great battle for the lead at the front of this field. 1, 2 and 3 in your shot there. They're quite a gap back to Zach Pascoe further behind. Wilson in 5th position. And then Brad Pascoe from the back of the bus in Mark O'Brien's number 99 is up to P6 as we've got a battle for 2nd right now. Slide job from Pascoe. Wow, that was close.
That was as tight as it gets on the outside line for Todd Atkins. They're all upstairs, the top 3 this time. There'll be 27 to go. It's Berkeley, Atkins and Matt Pascoe.
They all hail from Queensland. They're battling at the front here. We're well and truly over halfway now. 25 still to run. Atkins now tries to drive at the bottom. Berkeley's tight. Berkeley's super tight right now. Todd Atkins slides up and hits the wall, but he takes the lead. Berkeley tries to fire back in a great battle for the GP53.
23 to go. Next time by, this time down the back stretch. However, Atkins is your race leader. And Berkeley. Oh no, sparks coming from Matty Pascoe's car. He slowed way down, but he's back on the gas. He's back to race pace. And look at this. Atkins outside, Berkeley on the lower line, and we've got lap traffic ahead. The 32, the 3 of Mick Nicola Sr. and the 47 of Moon. And Todd Atkins is very, very shortly going to have to deal with a wall of lap traffic. Joel Berkeley will see this, and he wants to reel him back in before Toddy Atkins puts cars in between him and Joel Berkeley and Matt Pascoe.
Traffic, here comes Pascoe across the bottom as there's dramas on the main straightaway. Look at Brim slowing as Berkeley goes through the middle and starts to get his way back towards the back bumper of Todd Atkins.
Sitting for 5th is Trent Wilson. That's your top 5, and there is that caution.
One of the most prestigious races in the country back to green. Atkins upstairs. Here comes Pascoe. Trying to lock on the bottom. Berkeley drives around the outside. Pascoe, ugly that time. Had son Zach all over him on the bottom side of the racetrack. Here comes Brad Pascoe on the number 99 O'Brien machine in 6th position.
It's happening from 3rd and 4th back. That's where they're battling at the moment. Your top 2 are happy. Todd Atkins and Joel Berkeley stringing out a little after the restart. On screen, out 6th position at the moment. Mick Nicola Jr., Brad Pascoe and Brock Atkins have decided to move upstairs. There's that battle on your screen. And 3 cars mentioned are getting after it. They were nearly 3 wide and they got a little squeezy down the back stretch.
Yeah, Mick Nicola Jr., the current Victorian champion, looks pretty handy around the bottom at the moment. Rolling around very nicely. Still Todd Atkins your leader, still Berkeley 2nd, but this battle's fantastic here. With Mick Nicola Jr., the back half of the top 10, battling it out with Brock Atkins. Brad Pascoe on the 99, and Rob Hamilton just behind the 11. We're about to strike traffic again with 10 to go, and Todd Atkins has got them across the racetrack in front of him. He's got some work to negotiate, the lap car.
He certainly does. There he is on screen, sailing up around the outside of turn number 2, looking to put Potts a lap down. Masco upstairs, Wilson downstairs.
Handy battle for 4th position. Wilson to the inside of Zach Pascoe. Brock Atkins buying in. Front 3 cars, you're not missing anything. They're just working their way through traffic. Zach Pascoe back off the bottom. Trent Wilson upstairs. Brock Atkins in a good show on the top side as well. Zach making the bottom work as the laps wind down. There's only 5 to run. And boy, oh boy, have they got traffic to negotiate. Joel Berkeley has them all across the track. In front of him in second. He won a South Australian title. They get the monkey off the back. He was your quickest car in the gold shootout tonight and won $500. He's about to win $5,300 extra for winning the Graham Pascoe 53, and Todd Atkins wins at Hi-Tec Oils Toowoomba Speedway, the 53 lapper. He'll get the job done. Australian champion Joel Berkeley home in second, and Matt Pascoe hangs on for 3rd position.
Final winner here tonight is out of the car, Toowoomba, Todd Atkins. And now you've made it another very, very special feature win to your name. Well done.
It's an absolute honour to have 2 races at the same venue for 2 giants of the sport. Like you got the Pascoes and then obviously the Botches with the New Year's race. And I mean, it's pretty cool that you've got, I don't know, all the money on the line and just the prestige of it. It's incredible.
In 53 laps around this joint, you had a couple of attacks.
There was a couple of sliders come up short, but could have ended badly. I'm just glad we got through it unscathed, and yeah, the car was a bullet, so I really can't complain. But a massive thank you to Tritec Lubricants, Ian Botcher Race Parts, iBark Australia, Worth Australia, Elite Shock Services Australia, Club 36, Cush Clothing, Moon's Earthworks, and DC and TM Auto Electrics, and Trig Engine Developments.